spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Me and this hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. And I want to shout out DC. We are so happy to be a part of y'all lives, and I will be bringing y'all the Hot Spot every single morning on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So let's get off into these stories. Usher's 16-year-old son, Naveed, is making a name for himself as a singer, songwriter, producer. He just released his debut single and it's titled Smooth Blues. Naveed says for his first song, he wanted to fully write and produce so he could set the standard on his own sound. He also said he didn't even let his parents hear the song before he released it. So let's check out Naveed's debut song.
I'm always here around the smooth blues. And when you're gonna feel I need you. And whenever you come around, I feel it. I feel the smooth blues. You're here tonight for the first time. I really hope it lasts a while. Let's go.
Okay. Following in his daddy's footsteps. That's what's up. Congratulations to Naveed for putting out his own song that he wrote and produced. As far as Usher, he was just named in the face of Ralph Lauren's new fragrance, and it's called Ralph's Club New York. So congratulations go out to father and son. All right, y'all, moving on. Andy Byron, the CEO of Astronomer, who was caught on camera at the Coldplay concert culling his company's head of HR, has officially resigned. The company announced the move in a press release over the weekend, saying that the company is committed to certain values and expects its leaders to live up to its standards of conduct and accountability. Now, in case you missed the story, Byron was spotted on Coldplay's couple cam at a concert last week with his arms wrapped around Kristen Cabot, who is the company's head of HR. They were caught kissing and getting close as they watched the concert, and the head of Coldplay said either you having an affair or you just really shy. And oh Lord, I cannot imagine how his wife feels. She dropped her Facebook page. First she dropped her name from it, then she completely removed herself from Facebook.
Yeah, but it's speculated that he was set up. They
Really?
said some people on the job on it because they showed the pictures of the girl that was sitting next to him, and she just happened to be laughing.
She did.
She was
So,
laughing, and they said,
He was
they said,
set up to cheat on his wife. I think
No.
that was happening anyway.
Set up
Yeah,
to get caught.
To get caught, Alfreda. But yeah, so honey, it's interesting. They're showing on the
The
play-by-play
plot
tape.
thickens.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, speaking of concerts, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour stopping ATL turned a little bit of chaotic last week. One of the main reasons was because a little girl who reportedly freaked out over an insect. As a result, it incited a stampede and to sent multiple fans to the hospital. Panic fans bolted up the Mercedes-Benz Stadium escalator. They was cramming the escalator to the Vine City MARTA station, which then malfunctioned. Oh my goodness. So on social media, there were terrifying videos that show the chaos. Fans sprinting on escalators and sending people tumbling over each other after the concert was over. People didn't know
the thing just sped up and just took off.
Yeah.
This girl, I guess this little girl, she freaked out over a bug. It was an insect on her. So people probably heard her screaming and going crazy, and they just panicked. So they was flying over each other on the escalator, and then the escalator probably it was too much going on, and it malfunctioned.
Years and years of trauma that
yes.
black folks been going through, and that least little thing just set everything off. All the trauma that people experience and have been experiencing their whole lives.
That's right, because the 10-year-old girl came in contact with a cockroach. So that is what sparked this whole thing, and the 11 Live reported it. So that's when people realized.
Black people, we don't play with no bugs.
We sure don't.
A white person would have thumped it off.
Right.
Black people, we don't play with no bugs. You let a bumblebee get in that damn Jeep. You let a bumblebee get in that Jeep and watch what happens. I swear I done jumped off 85. I'm talking about jumped off, let the whole car go, jumped down, dove out the car on the highway. Not a bumblebee.
I'm telling you.
And I'm a gunshot victim, but I'm not going to get stung by no bee.
Me neither. It's either me or that bug. I'm telling you, I walked through a cobweb this morning and I lost my entire mind.
You gonna be doing? Oh my God! You
I
finna
was
be
dusting
flinching
off.
all day.
Yes,
all day.
fan in my hair. It will cause a serious
You
accident.
got to go sit in the
Boy,
shower.
if that spider crawled across I was ready. I had tissue. If I had to, I'd kill it with my hand. It's either me or that bug. I don't play by no bug. So
You walk through them damn spider webs and then try to grill you some corn and little stringy things in the corn. You be thinking it's spider web. It was too much for me yesterday.
It's traumatizing. It is traumatizing. For more information on these stories and more, y'all can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media and So Brat. Coming up next, we got Rock T with the joke of the day. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, Brat.
Yo.
You saw that fight on Facebook when that big woman got to fighting and she was out of breath.
Yeah.
And she stopped and she just stopped and started. But she said, she stopped the girl. She said, wait a minute. Let me catch my breath.
No, I did not see that.
It's on
Lord.
Facebook. Yeah, because she was getting thumped. Boy, pop.
And had the whole fight stop just to breathe.
Yeah, and she started the fight. And she got out. She was on the passenger side of GMC. She got out the truck and she was in between the door crack. And that little girl said, pop, 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 pop. She had popped about 6 times. She said, stop. She said, let me catch my breath. She got winded. That's why after you turn 33, you got to make sure you got them lungs. Go ahead, Brat.
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Snoop Dogg is taking his love for sports global. He's officially a co-owner and investor in Welsh soccer club Swansea City, AFC. The team currently plays in England's second division. This move comes after Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McKinney bought a Welsh soccer team, and now Snoop's joining the trend, but bringing his own West Coast flavor to the pitch. Now, the team announced the news with a video featuring Snoop rocking soccer jerseys and saying, "I'm not a player, I'm an owner. Swansea City, baby, let's go." So congratulations go out to him for that. Meanwhile, Fat Man Scoop will be memorialized with the street named in his honor in his stomping grounds, Harlem, New York. The street naming ceremony will take place early next month at the intersection of 109th Street and 5th Avenue, where the street will officially be named Isaac Fat Man Scoop Freeman 3 Place. In attendance will be his friends along with his family and local leaders, community members, and fans. New York City Council member Dr. Yusef Salam says the street naming will memorialize the impact that Fat Man Scoop made in New York City and in the entertainment industry. Excuse me. Goodness. Moving on.
That's that marijuana.
Oh, you know what? Wow.
I smoked you a blunt last night.
Wow.
Sitting up there, y'all sitting up there making records and writing raps. You been around. We can tell when you've been hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
You know what? I'm gonna need you to fall back, sir.
Wait a minute. No.
Fall back, sir.
Called Brat.
Actually, I had a concert this weekend in Indianapolis. Shout out to Indianapolis. And my voice is a little rocky, sir.
Okay. You just let me know.
Yeah, let me let you know, because you always like to chime in. Oh, my God. And don't know what the hell you be talking about. Richard. What?
Wait, what you call me?
Richard.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Malcolm Jamal Warner, best remembered for his role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has passed away at the age of 54. According to reports, he died from an accidental drowning after he was caught by a high current in the ocean while swimming during a family vacation in Costa Rica. Bystanders reportedly rescued his body and brought him to shore to receive aid from the Red Cross, but unfortunately he was declared dead at the scene. Malcolm Jamal Warner was a fixture in American television history. Not only did we love him as an actor, but he was also a director, musician, poet, and podcaster. After The Cosby Show, Malcolm Jamal Warner starred alongside Eddie Griffin in the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie. He also made appearances and had recurring roles in shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Jeremiah, Read Between the Lines, Suits, and several others. Beyond TV, he loved music and directed music videos for artists like Special Ed and New Edition. Check this out.
Being in the Houdini Funky Beat video, dancing with Bobby Brown. And that experience, I think, only topped by getting a call from Mike to direct the Any Heartbreak video, which, again, was huge because I'd been directing stuff on my own, but the Any Heartbreak video was literally my first directing gig for hire. We had no money to do the video. I remember going to Paramount Studios, bum rushing Eddie Murphy's offices and talking him into letting us use his house so we wouldn't have to pay for a location.
Wow. I did not know that. Wow, that's awesome. Well, as a musician, Malcolm Jamal Warner played bass and he led his jazz funk band Miles Long. In 2015, he also won a Grammy for Best Traditional R&B Performance as a feature performer on Robert Glasper's rendition of Stevie Wonder's Jesus, Children of America. His voice work also made an impact. He voiced a character on the popular PBS series The Magic School Bus, introducing science to a generation of young viewers. And during a recent appearance on Melissa Ford's podcast, Hot and Bothered, she asked him what legacy did he want to leave behind, and this is what he said.
Because I'm 54, I think about that a lot. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. I remember my mother said to me one time that Mr. Cosby gave you immortality. Mm-hmm. So I know on one lane there's legacy there. But also because my life, those former years were always about life beyond Cosby, right? So I feel like, okay, there's that legacy there. But then because I've had this full life, after that show, there's another lane of legacy that I get to leave. And I'm still working through that. There is part of me that I will be able to leave this earth, knowing and people knowing that I was a good person.
Wow.
And he was.
Yes.
And he was. Brat, we lived in the same apartment building. I would see him on the elevator all the time. We would always hug and talk.
Really?
And yeah. Oh yeah. He was very nice. And I was so excited the fact that he played the bass guitar. We talked about music and, briefly, and I think we interviewed him one time. On the morning show. I just really hate. That's tragic that happened to him. Tragic. When I saw that, my heart just dropped.
Me too. I think the world. I think it hit the world the same way that it hit you.
We feel the same way about him as we do Todd Bridges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we grew up with them.
We grew up with them. Yeah.
Yep. Well, Malcolm Jamal Warner, may he rest in peace, and prayers and condolences to his family and his loved ones. I know a couple of people that knew him really well, and they only had amazing things to say about him, and they are so heartbroken and hurt by this. What was your favorite episode of The Cosby Show?
Gordon Gartrell. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shirt.
For sure.
Yeah, the shirt.
That shirt.
Yeah, that's one of them. The other one when they were singing on the steps.
Yeah,
Yes.
Night and Day.
Yes.
I like
Night and
that.
Day.
Yes.
I like that one too.
Oh man, it's a sad day, Lord. But we're gonna close out the hot spot on that note. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. Hit us up for those wake up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
I don't know what organ doing she was talking about. I don't know.
Okay.
But she said, thank God that they're not doing that. Don't, like, if you have a piano, don't sign up to be
Right. Don't put it on your license just in
Right.
case. Okay.
Right. This for musicians only.
Okay.
Brad, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, I hate to say it again, but we lost Malcolm Jamal Warner, best remembered for his role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. He passed away at the age of 54. He died from an accidental drowning after he was caught by a high current in the ocean while swimming during a family vacation in Costa Rica. Bystanders reportedly rescued his body and brought him to shore to receive aid, but unfortunately he was declared dead at the scene. Malcolm Jamal Warner was a fixture in American TV history, and during a recent appearance on Melissa Ford's podcast, Hot and Bothered, she asked him what legacy did he want to leave behind, and this is what he said.
Because I'm 54, I think about that a lot. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. I remember my mother said to me one time that Mr. Cosby gave you immortality. Mm-hmm. So I know on one lane there's legacy there. But also because my life, those former years were always about life beyond Cosby, right? So I feel like, okay, there's that legacy there. But then because I've had this full life, after that show, there's another lane of legacy that I get to leave. And I'm still working through that. There is part of me that I will be able to leave this earth, knowing and people knowing that I was a good person.
Wow.
Sad.
Just wow. Yeah, well, he leaves behind his wife and his daughter. May Malcolm Jamal Warner rest in peace. We're sending out prayers, hugs, love, and condolences to his
Imagine
family.
How terrifying that is for his family to be out on vacation and something like that happens to him. And one day, and I know the summer is almost over, but we have to have this conversation about going to the beach and what to do when you go to the beach and swimming. And
just water safety in general.
Yeah, even if it's a current, you don't realize, you don't know what to do. You may know how to swim, but that current thing in that ocean water,
you got to respect
it's
the
completely
strength of
different.
nature.
Like we do really need to know what to do. Because what you will do naturally is try to swim out of it. And
you got to have
not what you do.
Yeah, if you're gonna go and swim into the ocean, you got to wear a life jacket. And I'm gonna break all of it down because I'm a beach goer and I swim in the ocean and I deal with the ocean and stuff because I fish or whatever. Just to give y'all some helpful tips. Well, we can add this to the show tomorrow on helping people stay safe.
Have you ever felt what that feels like?
Yeah, a current. I can tell you can see a current, and sometimes when the tides are coming in, that's a whole nother language. That when the tides are going out, when the tides are coming in, when there's a current, what to do when you're swimming in a current. People don't know to swim parallel, to swim out of the current to get back to the beach. When people see that smooth water, they think that, hey, let's swim here. That's a rip. It's called a rip tide.
What does the current look like, though?
Sometimes you can see the water moving. If the water moving real fast in one direction, don't get in. It's like jumping in a river, but it's smooth. It ain't like the choppy river that we used to seeing when the water. But sometimes it be real smooth, but it's an undercurrent. It's like a whole situation going on under there, and it'll sweep your ass out there so quick. And next thing you know, I can't tell you how many times I done jumped off a boat. And then I come up out of the water and the boat is far away. And but when you're out there on the beach, at least if you're gonna swim in the ocean, wear a life jacket. So if you get swept out by the current, you won't drown. The life jacket is gonna keep you above water. That don't mean that the lake is haunted or the lake is creepy or the ocean is creepy and all of that stuff. There are measures that you have to take when you're swimming out there in the water and in the ocean to keep from drowning. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Right.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Me and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Atlanta rapper Cash Out was found guilty of rape and sex trafficking charges last week and will spend the rest of his life in prison. Cash Out learned his fate just yesterday after a month-long trial that found him guilty of violating the RICO Act for leading a prostitution enterprise. Linda Smith, Cash Out's mother, Mama Cash, was also convicted and sentenced to 30 years, while his right-hand man of the operation, Tyrone Taylor, received the same sentence as Cash Out. Cash Out, Linda, and Tyrone were accused of forcing women into sex worker over the course of several years. They were also accused of exploiting women for profit. My goodness. The sentencing judge said Cash Out was responsible for the very worst of human behavior, causing PTSD, depression, and anxiety, according to several victims' testimonies. Now, if you're not familiar with who he is, he's known for his hit single in the early 2010s. It was platinum, by the way. It was called Cashing Out. Got a condo on my man, yeah, I'm cashing out. Yeah. And he had a certified gold single called She Twerking. So that's crazy. I guess it was all overshadowed by Diddy's trial, so nobody knew that even the trial was going on. Like, did you?
It was in the public,
really?
You know. But what was sad was that when you heard the victims' stories, they were talking about even after he goes to jail, they're still scared. Like, you know, they're traumatized about repercussions from their testimony and everything.
Wow.
And it must have been bad because he got life plus 70 years.
Yeah,
and that's usually like for serial killers and stuff like that.
You got to go and read the charges. I mean, it's sodomy, it's rape, it's trafficking, it's racketeering, it's a long list.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you would never expect that from somebody. Like, that is, that's crazy. Well, it is what it is. All right, y'all, moving on. Mariah Carey is coming back, and she is bringing some friends. Reportedly, her 16th album is finished, and it features songs from R&B superstars like Kehlani and Bryson Tiller. Mariah has confirmed that the project is absolutely complete, and the fans can expect 11 to 12 brand new songs. And the title of the project is Here for It All, Darling. Here for it all. I love it. And it drops on September 26th. So congratulations go out to Mariah for coming over and over and over again.
One of the
every
greatest.
single
One of the
time.
greatest.
Yes, the GOAT. Absolutely. All right, y'all, for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. And if you haven't checked out Foolish on Hulu, that's something you should do. And I have a new single out called Have You to Myself featuring Jessica Betts. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T?
Brat, let's holler at Claflin University, man. HBC, you know. Next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Boy, I know y'all tired of us on the radio. It is about that time. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. LeBron James and Drake's severed friendship in the past has went past the point of no return, especially since LeBron was spotted rapping to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us in France this week. And to make matters worse, Jeff Bezos and his wife were vibing along, too. The video went viral yesterday, showing Bron's table, including his wife Savannah, jamming to Kendrick's diss track. While LeBron elected not to go entirely word for word, Savannah yelled A minor with her whole chest. Now, as you may know, Drake hasn't.
Do y'all think it was against Drake, or you think they were just jamming to the music, just kind of like, you know, we love No Vaseline, but that don't mean we hate, Easy. You know what I'm saying? We used to be singing that song because it sounded good, the beat was hidden, the lyrics was on point.
A minor. That's personal.
Yeah, I think you just jamming to the song. Like when they say they call it Heifer D, we all sing that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know. But as you may know, Drake hasn't shied away from his frustrations with LeBron because since he's got a tattoo of him covered up after LeBron attended Kendrick's show in 2024.
Wait a minute, he had a tattoo of LeBron on him?
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem in itself.
Man,
Special case, stop the music. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, dog. No, sir. No, sir.
Special case.
Sir. Yes.
I think he got.
I didn't know he had
his favorites. I think he's got like Jordan,
but you
LeBron,
can't.
Michael Jackson.
No, unless your name is Bronny, you don't need no tattoo of LeBron on you.
Look up Drake's tattoos.
We're gonna have to look this up. Investigate this. Yeah. I think the only man you probably can get tattooed on you is. I don't know, Michael Jackson.
Because that one you had on your chest of Cedric the Entertainer, you covered that
up.
You're
alive. Who?
Oh, my bad. That might not have been you. That might not have been you. My bad.
They might say by the tattoo of Lavelle Crawford on your back.
My back ain't that big.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Me and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
The Sarah. Okay, I remember you for this thing. Every time you go over there, that's why I be over here. All right, Brad, what you got coming up next?
Man, I got more on the Malcolm Jamal Warner story up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Are we doing the hot spot right now? My bad. Hey, live from Cincinnati Music Festival, brought to you by P&G. It is time for the hot spot. Make some noise for Brat, y'all. Yeah.
Well, good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, more information is emerging about the Malcolm Jamal Warner story just moments before he passed. Drowning off the shores of Costa Rica. Police confirmed that he was swimming with his 8-year-old daughter. According to authorities, surfers noticed the father-daughter duo struggling and dove into the water to help. A surfer used his board to bring the little girl to safety, and a volunteer lifeguard pulled Malcolm to shore and performed CPR for 45 minutes. Malcolm's daughter was saved, thankfully. However, in addition to Malcolm and his daughter, a second man also received treatment at the scene and was later taken to a local clinic in critical condition. Shortly after, Costa Rican National Police confirmed that Malcolm Jamal Warner's official cause of death was asphyxia, and that's a condition where his body was deprived of oxygen. So rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Thank God his daughter is okay. Yeah. And we loved us some Theo. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Meanwhile, on a recent episode of Joe and Jada podcast, Fat Joe opened up about some bad habits of his. He says that he's drinking a staggering number of canned sodas every day. Here's what he had to say.
I drink too many Diet Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Very, very much. I got a problem. 30, 40 a day. If I went to the doctor, God forbid, and they told me, yo, you have a problem due to Diet Pepsi, I got to take it on the chin. Imagine you in jail. You can't have nothing else, but Diet Pepsi's illegal. Then I had Diet Pepsi every cent. Just throwing them down from all type of angles. The Cubans had them. Everything I had Diet Pepsi.
Wow, man. He said 30 to 40 Diet Pepsis a day?
That's not bad. I mean, but they diet. They don't have sugar in them.
Are you crazy?
Pop's a bad, period. They got sugar in them. They just call it something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary.
But when you're thirsty, you got to drink, hell.
You better drink some water.
Not no 40 Pepsis a day. That's not good. Honey, that's not good at all.
They got water in the Pepsi. They had to take water to make the soda.
Gary, what?
What?
They had to take water to make the soda.
What is you saying, man?
Ain't no water in there.
Yes, it takes water to make the sodas, don't it?
No.
Well, what you make it with?
We don't make sodas. We don't know, but ain't no water in there.
Sauce.
Gary, you fluid. Anyway, for more information on these stories, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Gary, you're so stupid. And you catch me on
that's what we do every morning. We argue.
Every day.
Every day. Every day.
Because Gary say something crazy. Coming up next, y'all, we got Special K with things that make you go, ooh, as we broadcast live from Fountain Square for the Cincinnati Music Festival. Yeah. Brought to you by P&G. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Live from Cincinnati at Fountain Square Plaza. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is time. Hey, we are broadcasting live from Fountain Square as we kick off the Cincinnati Music Festival, brought to you by P&G. Hey, y'all, Brat got the hot spot. Make some noise.
What up? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Oh, man, my girl, Glorilla, born Gloria Hallelujah Woods, was the recent victim of a crime and ended up being the one put in jail. Now, according to reports, on the morning of July 19th, around 1:30 a.m., police were called to North Metro Atlanta, the home of Glorilla. 3 intruders broke into her home, and while robbing it, somebody inside the house, not Glo, because she wasn't at home at the time of the robbery, they shot at them, and the robbers fled. But during the investigation, deputies reportedly smelled drugs and found a significant amount of marijuana in the closet of the rapper's master bedroom. Well, Glorilla was charged with possession of a scheduled controlled substance and possession of marijuana because it was over 1 ounce. Both charges are felonies in Georgia. They really need to legalize marijuana in Georgia. It's legal everywhere else.
Right.
Yeah, but you need to keep your house clean.
I mean, it's the privacy of your own house. You don't think somebody gonna break in and the police gonna come investigate and find a little bit of weed?
Well, I would never leave my house like that, honey. She should have did that before she left. Honey.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about how you leave your house.
Oh well, honey. They ain't found no
So
weed.
anyway, Glorilla turned herself into the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office and was released a short time after paying a $22,000 bond. And she posted a message saying, "Crazy, my house got broke into and invaded Saturday while I was in Indianapolis performing for the WNBA All-Star Game. And instead of focusing on finding the suspects, they focused on some cannabis. So no, I wasn't busted. My house got robbed and I wasn't home. Long story short, my house gets home invaded and I'm the one that gets arrested. Crazy."
But how do we know the robbers didn't come in there and was in her closet and dropped the weed out of their pocket
I like
into
that
the
story.
closet?
I like it.
That's a big pocket.
If I'm her lawyer, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
If the robbers went in Glorilla house and they're going to go through her closet because that's where her most possessions are, right?
Right.
So that's where the weed what had happened was. That's where
They
the weed
dropped it
came
because
out.
they was trying to get all her stuff.
My client is innocent.
Glorilla is innocent.
Yeah, she sure is.
All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. And you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. And if you haven't checked out Foolish on Hulu, my boy got the Hulu special. Check him out, Rickey Smiley. And I got a song called Have You To Myself. It's on all platforms featuring Jessica Betts. Coming up, we got Special K with the top 5 things you need to know. We are live from Fountain Square for the Cincinnati Music Festival. Yeah. Brought to you by P&G. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Brat got the hot spot right now. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Broadcasting live from the Cincinnati Music Festival. It's one of the must-go-to music festivals of the summer. Hey, it's one of the largest and longest-running festivals in the United States. And P&G is presenting sponsor again this year. And we at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show appreciate being part of such an amazing event. Time at a hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Sean Kingston's mother, Janice Turner, has been sentenced to 5 years in federal prison and 3 years of probation for her role in wire fraud involving over $1 million in stolen luxury goods.
Man, you can't put nobody's mama in jail.
She did it to herself.
It don't matter. That still is, but that's mama. You can't put nobody's mama in jail now.
Tell Cash Out Mama that. Tell Mama Cash that your mama, they was sex trafficking and all kind of stuff. If you doing it, you got to go.
Now, okay, who gonna cook? Who gonna wash the clothes?
Somebody
Who
else.
gonna keep the grandkids? Dear mama, you can't put mama in jail.
Well, in court, she told the judge she was sorry, and her intention was to just keep her son afloat.
God forgive all people, but you can't put nobody mama in jail. Not your mama.
Your mama?
I can't do it.
Well, they submitted her letters describing her as a community pillar, and they asked if she could serve her time near Miami so her family could visit her. Turner and Kingston were found guilty for using fake wire transfers and bogus payment confirmation to obtain luxury cars, jewelry, and high-end merchandise without paying.
But how she go ask for them? She wanted to go to jail in Florida, you said? No, ma'am. You stole in Georgia, you go to jail in Georgia. Your family.
So then how that work? What'd you say, Gary?
If she stole in Georgia, honey, she can't act like I go to Florida because my family come visit. If they come visit you when you was in Georgia, they ain't gonna visit you in Florida.
You act like jail is on the beach.
Well, she act like it too. Like she at a hotel, they come visit her. She stole in Florida. She needs to go to jail in Florida.
So where did she steal the money? Where did she steal the money? Is it?
in luxury cars, wire fraud.
She did wire
Transferring
fraud.
money from here and there that she said to help her son stay afloat. Luxury cars, jewelry, and high-end merchandise. Now, remember, Sean Kingston kept getting in trouble for taking people's jewelry and not returning it. They'll let him borrow it for a video or something, and he would never give it back.
Oh, okay.
So she said she was trying to help him, so she was sentenced to 5 years.
And that ain't long. 5
What you
years.
said, that is long.
5 years?
Yeah.
They're not that long. How don't they let you go half of the time?
Special guy, how much time did you do?
It's federal prison.
Yeah,
she gonna do 5 years.
Yeah, she gonna do 80% of that 5 years. She'll do 80% of that 5 years, which is like 4 years and some change.
Well, hell, she might as well stay
or something
5.
like that. Yeah.
Right.
I got 5 on it.
Gary, no, you don't.
What's
I can't get $5 out of you just to get some breakfast. All right, y'all, moving on. Fat Joe has claimed that he has lost $10 million as part of what he calls an extortion plot, which accused him of having sexual relationship with underage girls. Now, in a lawsuit filed against former hype man Terrence Dixon and his attorney Tyrone, Fat Joe has accused them of plotting a smear campaign against him by making up rape and sex trafficking claims. Joe is claiming that he immediately began losing out on commercial opportunities due to allegations. He says he was pulled from 3 primetime TV appearances with his new Joe and Jada podcast, also losing out on sponsorship deals totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars. He also alleges that the allegations led to national retailers halting negotiations with him about stocking his grooming brand. So he lost a lot of money, and he has aggressively denied these allegations, and he is seeking at least $15 million in damages from the people suing him, the guys named Terrence and Tyrone. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. We are live from Fountain Square, kicking off the Cincinnati Music Festival by Procter & Gamble.
Rickey Smiley.